always called them crap and shit stores. They have little trinkets of this or little antiques of that. And then we're like, there's too many antique stores. There's too many little bars in town. We thought, we'll open up. You guys
got the best space ever.
Yeah. We thought we would open up, maybe we'll open a tasting room. There's too many wine tasting rooms. What about a beer tasting room? We're both gluten-free, so we can serve like 3 beers. And then, and then she was driving all the way up to Healdsburg from San Francisco to get that. And we're like, you can't get ice cream in San Francisco? What are you doing? She goes, not like this.
This is we're talking Double Rainbow. You got some good stuff.
Mitchell's, some really great stuff. And she's like, you can't get this down there. And so we went up with her one time and we were like, you're right. And so we said, this is the thing we want to open. And so we approached Amy Coven up there, the owner, founder of, and then we convinced her that we're the people. She's like, we've always wanted to have somebody open in Petaluma. We convinced her that we're the people to do it. And, it took about a year for us to get it going, and we've been open there now since June 21st of last year, so a year and a half, basically.
Jeez, that's it.
Yeah, and we're down in the alley, 122 American Alley.
Alley.
Come on down.
Wicked Slush, but no, I know a lot of people that haven't been there have heard of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard of it.
Everybody's heard of it, but they need to come, especially during the winter. Come on, everybody.
Especially during the winter.
Well, you know what? You can do DoorDash. You can do...
really?
Yeah.
I got to ask. How come you got to put so much in that one little cup?
Well, part of the reason is that you want to pack the cup as much as you can, so there's no air pockets from melting.
I can't eat it fast enough, though.
Get a smaller one.
All right.
Yeah. You can also, what you can also do is get one to go, and then it's just the cup size. We move, like, say you get the smallest size, and you say to go.
The pipsqueak.
We
Love
move,
it.
Yeah, we move the cup size up so that you don't lose any product. It all goes inside the cup because it's, if you...
So it's your grande and Avente kind of deal.
Sort of, yeah, exactly. And you just go up a cup size and it all gets put inside and you're not worrying about it melting and running all down the sides.
So now this is like an In-N-Out burger off the menu kind of thing, or?
No, we tell everybody.
Okay.
Just first time I'm telling you. That's all. But yeah, we tell, a lot of times we tell people with younger kids, because it comes a good 2.5, 3 inches above the cup when we just do it made for here. And the little kids can't eat that fast enough, and it's just a huge mess. And so we suggest they get it to go, oh, we like the way it looks. Okay.
All right.
So
now I know. I'll never do it again.
Exactly. So you don't lose any product. It's all in the cup. And the reason that, like I said, we pack it in there as much as we can so that it doesn't melt.
Right. Well, yeah, melting's not the problem. It's a lot.
It's the girth.
It's awesome. And the presentation, I gotta on my Instagram, I have my youngest son, and he's got one, and it's like the most popular Instagram picture I've had.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah. No, because he's got the mushroom, or not the marshmallows.
Yeah. The toasted marsh?
Yeah.
That's a soft serve, everybody. For those of you scoring at home.
No, with the little marshmallows.
Oh, the little snowball marshmallows. Yeah. We call them snowballs. Yeah, exactly. It's part of the sprinkles. I think we have like 14 different kinds of sprinkles you can add on the top.
So what's crazy is how do you maintain all those different, so how many just to talk, I could talk Wicked Slush all day. How many different ices do you have, and then how many different soft serves?
Every day our menu changes, and there's 10 shaved ice, Italian ice,
right.
Slushes, 10 flavors of slush, and there's usually 11 flavors of soft serve, and only because chocolate and vanilla twisted together is considered one flavor.
Okay.
So we have 10 different flavors, and you can twist chocolate and vanilla together, get the 11th. And then we change that every single day. Not all of them, about 60% changes every day. And we have, the front dipping cabinet that we have, there's spaces for 28 buckets of slush we can fit in there. We have 3 dippers. We keep a variety of flavors so that we can rotate them through and in and out. And then the soft serve all comes through, one machine is just chocolate and vanilla.
Right.
And then another soft serve machine, which these machines are really expensive.
I would imagine.
Yeah. And this one you can do 8 flavors out of.
Jeez.
And, it all comes through the base of the Strauss organic ice.
Oh, okay. So it's
serve.
Strauss.
It's local. It's Strauss.
No way.
It's organic. It's so amazing and creamy.
That makes it even better now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
And so that stuff comes through the one machine with flavors that we infuse in there. And in our back warehouse, we probably have 100 different flavors that we could do of soft serve.
And how many toppings?
Well,
what's the math on all this? How many combinations
of
split could I get?
I think it's infinite at this point because if you want to put toppings on, look, you're talking about sprinkles. So I think there's 14 different sprinkles you could do. If you want to do dips, there's like 6, dips where we take the thing, turn it upside down,
gotcha.
dip it, and it turns into a hard candy shell. We have 6 of those.
That was the old Foster Freeze.
Yeah. And then there's also drizzles. I think I did the sign yesterday, and it's 11 different drizzles where it's like, just syrup, chocolate syrup, or mango syrup.
Because a lot of people might not get this. They hear Wicked Slush, they're thinking I can get 5 flavors of Slurpee or something, right?
People come in all the time and go,
haven't gone.
I want a slushie is what they want. And I'm like, then you need to go somewhere else because
it's a thing.
It's more consistency of like a good snowball, the slush.
Yes.
It's not liquid. We don't even own straws.
Right. No, it's an ice.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a shaved ice. It's Italian ice, and the soft serve ice cream. Most people have had soft serve ice cream somewhere in their life, or they all often will come in and say, "And what kind of the yogurt should I put with that?" And I'm like, "We don't have yogurt."
So it's Strauss.
Yeah, it's Strauss organic.
Good for them.
Yeah,
so
really
it's local
amazing.
Too. It's completely
exactly. And it's so good. And I go in there 2 times a week, tear down the machines, completely sanitize them and get rid of all the old product and keep it nice and fluffy. And that stuff is amazing.
And then COVID hits.
Then COVID hit. But we are managing to keep the doors open. We're doing pretty
hard.
well.
Some places are not going to make it.
Oh, no, there's a lot of places, just even right downtown here, that have closed their doors and said they're not reopening them. But we managed to stay open because dessert is essential. I don't know if people know that or not.
Oh, okay.
But it's essential.
That's good.
And we have actually taken on doing DoorDash and Petaluma Food Taxi, and we are able to take orders online, and then people just drive up in front. They just drive down the alley, drive
that's
up
awesome.
in front,
I didn't even think of that.
We'll walk it right out to them. So,
curbside that with no curb.
Exactly. Yeah.
In the alley, you're right there.
In the alley, you just drive up right in front of the window. We see the car out there. We grab the bag, bring it out, totally in gloves and masks, and bring it out. So we managed to supplement, what we thought we would get during the summer.
Really, I don't know how seasonal it would seem. Kind of seasonal, just like the tourist season, and just having your second full good season taken away.
Yeah,
just when you're trying to get your feet under you.
That's exactly what happened. And then, like I said, we dove into the DoorDash thing and food taxi about November of last year, which
okay, so you were already set up.
Yeah, we've been set up for it, but now it's caught on. People realize that we're on there, and like I said, I go back to we pack the cup as much as we can so people can get it in their car, get it home, and it's not melted. So just in Petaluma proper is where we're doing it, both east and west side. For those of you on the other side, Phil.
Well, you guys were hooked up with Pongos or something over there for a while.
We did a couple of weekends over there where we had kind of a remote. We had a little mini dipper where we'd have 4 different flavors, and we brought it over there, and we were doing. They changed ownership.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they thought they would keep doing it, but it just didn't seem to work. And it was nothing, wrong with the new owners.
I'm sure Yogurtland was happy.
Oh,
Yogurt World.
I don't even know. Is there one over there?
Yeah, there's in that shopping center.
Yeah, but we did that for I don't know, maybe 2 months, and it was successful.
But that's cool to just try stuff out too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to remember. I forget what they call it, but both my kids played soccer, and they have a big soccer palooza thing, and then Mary's brings her food trucks out,
nice.
That kind of stuff too.
Well, we don't have a food truck. I wish those are a little expensive.
Trailer, yeah. Well, a food truck's like $80,000 just for the truck.
We had our second season, maybe,
yeah.
But right now we don't have that. But we've catered a bunch of parties. I brought over 100 slushes up to, gosh, I can't remember what ranch it was. It was up by. McAvoy Ranch up there. And we went out there, and I have them in cold boxes, and I had 4 different flavors, and people came over, and they hold in the cold boxes.
Really?
Yeah, I was there for 4 hours.
It's like a dry ice thing?
Yeah, the soft serve started to get a little soft, at the little softer.
Softer serve.
Yeah, and but the slush was still good and firm at the end of being there for 4 hours. And people just walk over and, hand them out. It was a function that they hired us to come do, and we brought, I think it was 110 different ones we brought. Not different. They had 4 different flavors.
God, that's
110
awesome.
of them. Yeah, and so we can do that. We can do little things like that.
For the people that haven't been, it's just not. It'd be like a Cold Stone times, I don't know, 2 or 3, because you add so many different toppings, and then you add the ice to it, which is really the best part of it. I mean.
Yeah. It is so, during the summer when it was really hot, it's nice today.
How the hell did they come up with that up in Healdsburg?
Well, Amy is from Boston, and I guess they do. I've only been to Boston once, and it was the middle of winter.
Is that?
Yeah, she came up with the split, but I don't know if
the split's everything.
Yeah, the split is amazing.
My oldest, I have to cringe because he goes in there, he just wants vanilla soft serve.
Which, you know what? I do that sometimes and just throw like a caramel syrup on there, and it's so good. We just got a mango syrup, which is really good.
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah, but I do a lot of the soft serve, but when it's
How
really
are you not
hot
500 pounds?
Well, because I'm working my tail off back there, running around and tearing apart machines twice a week, and and I also still do 1 shift over at Whole Foods. So I'm busting it pretty hard. I'm maintaining my overweightness. I'm not getting more. I'm staying.
You're not
right
that
around.
big at all,
No,
man.
but I'm not losing a bunch of weight. Whereas if I were
a friend of mine's dad used to work at Dryers, and he would tell me about they'd hit the mix straight out of the.
It's good stuff. When I clean the machines on Friday, I pull the mix out right into my coffee.
Mix?
It's the
just a concentrate?
Yeah, it's the Strauss Organic Soft Serve. It comes in gallons, and they bring it in frozen. I thaw it during the week in our fridge, rotate it through, and then I'll put that right into my coffee.
Like the main ingredient?
Yeah, that is literally for the vanilla and the chocolate. That is the ingredient.
Gotcha.
Their soft serve comes in. We put it in our machine. We chill, obviously chill it, and then make it look, pretty as we take it out of the machine.
Mixing the coffee. That sounds great.
Yeah, and then the other part.
Oh yeah, is you guys started doing coffee too.
We did. Well, when we bought the business here, it was Bump City Bakery, and she has this amazing Italian espresso.
Down in that spot?
Yeah, in that spot down in the alley. It was a gluten-free bakery, and we knew it because we're all gluten-free. My whole family's gluten-free. And, when we found out it was going up for sale, we went in and talked to her, and we bought her business, which has the really cool Italian espresso machine, and we're like, yeah, all the baking stuff goes, that stays. That right there stays. Because we didn't, we're running an ice cream shop. Who needs an oven?
Right.
We don't need an oven. Right. We make our own waffle cones.
You need to pay for that damn.
Yeah.
All the equipment.
Yeah. And a lot of the electrical upgrade and all of those things, because the building is 110 years old.
Yeah.
And
I remember they used to just be like a couch and some weird window.
It used to originally be a tattoo shop. A lot of people come in.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it was an I Spy Tattoo, I think.
And for people who haven't seen it, American Alley is like this darkish kind of narrow alley between, I would say, the 2 primary bar and restaurant districts in town, or streets in town, Kentucky Street and
the Boulevard.
And the Boulevard,
Petaluma Boulevard.
Petaluma Boulevard.
It's right down the staircase from Copperfields right there. Yep. If you took a right at the bottom of the staircase, you'll run right into us.
And the park has a name, and I forget it.
Helen Putnam?
Helen Putnam Park right downtown with the fountain. And
And we're right in that whole section there, and it's beautiful during the day. You come
it's a
down,
great spot.
And you'll get an ice cream, and you'll sit out by the fountain or on the grass out there. It's fantastic.
And it manages to have that kind of hideaway hole in the wall effect in the middle of the coolest part of town.
Yeah, and that's when we came up with the phrase "Come get wicked in the alley."
Oh,
but it worked out really well. Yeah, it worked out really well. We had T-shirts. Come on down, get a T-shirt.
So now you do coffee. Because at first, I know when I went down there wasn't coffee.
No. We had coffee from day one.
Along?
We just did not, and we use a local coffee roastery out of Santa Rosa called Land and Water Coffee. So it's not coffee you can get anywhere else. It's really high.
Yeah. So who do you work with locally, like in Sonoma County? Strauss, obviously.
Strauss, and then our machines are from a company out of Sacramento called Electrofreeze, and they maintain them and take care of us. But the big dipping machines we had to get from Ohio, from a company out there. Let's see, products though. I mean, Clover we get milk from, and Strauss we get our soft serve from, and let's see, we get our
coffee.
Our coffee from Land and Water up in Santa Rosa, and let's see what else.
That's the big stuff.
We use a Mike Hudson.
Food distributor.
Yeah, food distributor for some.